Imagine that we're in ancient Rome. It is the middle of the day. The forum is absolutely packed with people. Senators in bright coloured robes, clients tailing behind their patrons. Everybody is dressed to be seen, because in this city, how you looked was who you were. Standing to deliver the judgment was the praetor, Marcus Porcius Cato, and he's come to work barefooted. No fancy tunic, his clothes dark, whilst everyone else wore the fashionable purples and reds. And the crowd notices. Of course they notice. The crowd always notices. Some mutter under their breath. Some laugh behind their hands. A man of his stature, dressed like he can't afford a proper outfit. From the outside, this probably looks like carelessness for the majority of people. But Cato is doing something deliberate here. Something that he's been drilling for years. He wore clothes like that on purpose. When other people rode on horseback, he walked. He allowed himself to be laughed at for the small things, for the sole purpose of the fact that in his body and in his mind, he would know he would survive those things. Because if a real test came, something as trivial as looking foolish would have nothing over him. And this is what I understand from his behaviour. A man who needs the crowd's approval on the small things will fold to the crowd on the big ones. And as the historian Sallust wrote of him, he preferred to be good rather than to seem good. Cato trained himself to only feel shame at one thing, and that was actual wrongdoing. Everything else, he just let go. So let me ask you, when you replay that moment, the conversation that you had, when you said that joke that wasn't really that funny, or when you tripped when you're out shopping, are you trying to satisfy your own conscience or the crowd? Have a think which one's really talking right now. Because if you find yourself just laying in bed, replaying and thinking about these moments over and over again, you aren't actually solving anything. You're just checking to look at the exact same answer you got the night before and the night before that. And every single time you do this, you only convince yourself of what they think, even though you actually haven't got a clue. We have no idea what goes through other people's heads. So the story that you're fabricating may be very far from the truth of what they're actually thinking. So how do you actually get free of this feeling of trying to please the crowd, so to speak? According to the Stoics, there'd be two main moves we should follow. Firstly, listen only to your own voice. The judgment itself isn't the problem, because judgment is useful. You know, if you're doing something right, if you're being courageous, if you're being useful, helpful, whatever it may be, judgment can be helpful in those matters. The problem is how you care about it and how you choose to take it in. Because right now, you are just allowing your worth to be dictated by other people. Because let's take this for an example. Let's say on this video, somebody left a comment saying how my audio is absolutely terrible and that I should delete the channel. Or some other type of troll comment where they would comment on one specific thing and then tell me to delete the channel, disappear, whatever. I can take that judgment exactly for what it is. And the way I would dissect it is that I would focus on the first part. Because if he said that my audio isn't very good, then that might be the cue to invest in a new microphone. Spend some more time on cleaning up the audio to make it sound nicer, or to try and speak more clearly. The second part of his judgment, I'm not going to take much interest in whatsoever, because I'm not going to disappear or go away or delete this channel just because some random person told me to. And neither should you. If you're doing something that you're genuinely proud of, that you genuinely care about, that you're passionate about, and somebody tells you to stop, to fuck off, or whatever else, you don't have to listen to that. Sure, some people might just give you troll comments for the sake of it, because you might be an artist and you might draw something and someone might say that this looks shit, or that your lines are off or wonky, and maybe they are just generally trolling. But sometimes, when you really sift through those comments for the things that people say, you might actually find useful information they can apply into whatever it is that you're doing to make it better, not to put yourself down, okay? Because Cato, in truth, didn't just not care what other people thought. He cared immensely. He was a very important figure in Rome, so he needed to care and needed to understand what the people thought. He just didn't allow just anybody to judge him and to allow himself to let random thoughts and comments bring him down. Listen to people who are important to you. Listen to people who genuinely know what they're talking about. Listen to somebody that you respect. Listen to somebody that's already done it. Listen to the expert that you're paying to help you right now. And those are the people whose opinions, whose thoughts may help you get further than where you are right now. The second thing, train it. Don't just think it, because you can't just reason yourself out of what other people think. Cato knew that, so he just practiced. He wore the wrong things on purpose. He allowed himself to be laughed at for the little things. When he genuinely believed something, he just said it. He didn't hold back in that sense. And did that mean some people didn't agree, or maybe laughed at him, or maybe joked about him behind his back? Yes, that's exactly what it meant. But that's also what it means to live true to your word. The more times you do the same, you train your way of thinking and the way you operate to stop putting so much pressure on these little things. So just ask the obvious question. Wear an outfit that doesn't particularly quite match. Do your hair then the way you normally wouldn't. Send a text message where a couple words are spelled completely wrong. Post a story and mumble your words. Just do stuff on purpose that invites critique from other people. Because although yes, it's deliberate, you still have to endure it. Because I could do something deliberate right now, and you might pick up on that. And even though I did that with the pure intention of showing you, you still have to endure the comment and other people seeing it. What does it matter that I just stumbled on myself when I was speaking? I still got my point across. You still understood what I was trying to say. And the more times you do the same, the more resilient you become to things like that. And do it enough times in the small things, then it compound. So that when something really big happens, you may just be able just to shrug it off, which is not something that just anybody out there can do. It takes skill and patience. So start today with something really, really small and insignificant. If you take anything away from this video, let it be this. You were never meant to stop caring about what other people think of you. You were just meant to stop allowing other people to think for you. The wrong people, especially, because like we mentioned, the important people, the intelligent people, the experts, their opinion matters. But just somebody random who has no idea about you or what it is that you're doing, not quite. Because how you are in here on a day-to-day basis is completely different to what the audience sees in the moment of your performance, speech, presentation. Maybe you just had a bad day. That's it. If you made it this far into the video, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate you being here, and I hope you took something away from the video. If you enjoyed it, I'm going to leave another one on the screen right here, and hopefully I'll see you there. And if not, have a great day, and I'll see you when I see you. Bye-bye now.